To connect Airtable to n8n, open your browser, go to n8n.io, and log into your account. Once your workspace loads, click Create Workflow. Give it a descriptive name, then click the plus button to add a new node. Search for Airtable and select the Airtable node. When the settings panel appears, click the Credentials field, choose Create New Credential and select Airtable API. Click Connect Account. Sign into your Airtable account if prompted, review the permissions it requests, and click Allow Access. Return to the n8n editor, and you should see the new credential already selected in the Credentials field. That's the entire authentication step. What just happened is that n8n used Airtable's official API to create a secure, token-based connection between the two services. That token is stored safely in n8n's credential manager, so you can reuse it across any number of workflows without ever re-entering your password. The permissions you approved are standard for API access. They allow n8n to read from and write to your bases, but nothing more than what you configure inside a node. A common mistake here is to rush through this step and accidentally grant overly broad permissions, or to skip reviewing the prompt altogether. Always check that the permissions match what your workflow actually needs. Typically just read and write access to the bases you specify, and if you ever feel unsure, you can revoke the token from within your Airtable account settings. Now that the connection is live, let's configure what this node will actually do. Under the Resource dropdown, select Record. Under Operation, select Create. This tells n8n that you want to add a new entry to a specific table. Click the Base field and choose the Airtable base you plan to use. Then click the Table field and select the table where the new record should appear. Take a moment here. If this is your first time, I strongly recommend using a dedicated test base, not your live production data. Even a simple table with 1 or 2 columns is enough to experiment safely. After you pick the table, wait a few seconds for n8n to load that table's schema, meaning it reads all your column names and field types directly from Airtable. You'll then see input fields appear for each column below. Enter sample information into the required fields. Typically these are columns like name, email, or status. For any field that isn't required, you can leave it blank or map data from a previous node if you're building a larger workflow. One important detail: n8n respects the field types you've defined in Airtable. For example, if you have a number field, n8n expects a number, not text wrapped in quotes. If you have a linked record field, you'll need to supply the record ID of the linked entry, not a name. This is one of the most common sources of errors, so double check that your test data matches the column types. If you're unsure, open the table in Airtable, look at an existing record to see the format, and mimic that in n8n. Once everything is filled in, click Execute step. This runs the node in isolation, creating exactly one record in Airtable. After it completes successfully, you'll see a green banner and a panel full of output data, the record ID, any timestamps, and the data you just sent. Now open Airtable in another tab, navigate to that same base and table, and refresh the view. You should see a brand new row with all the information you entered. If it looks correct, you've just proven the integration works end to end. Return to n8n, change 1 or 2 field values, and click Execute step again. Confirm that a second different record appears in Airtable. This might seem like a small check, but it verifies that the node isn't somehow stuck on a cached value or producing duplicates. It genuinely creates new entries each time. If you see any mapping errors in the output panel, go back to the node settings and fix the field names or value types. Once everything is consistent, click Save Workflow. From here, you can add additional nodes to create a fuller automation. For example, a webhook node that triggers the workflow when a form is submitted, or a Gmail node that watches for specific emails and then creates an Airtable record with the message content. Test the complete workflow. Review the execution history in n8n to make sure every step ran without errors. Then activate the workflow. The activation step tells n8n to run this automation automatically based on its trigger, in the background, handling every new event without further input from you. Monitor your first few executions to confirm the automation keeps working correctly over time. One of the things I like most about this connection is how it opens the door to treating Airtable as a central database for your entire stack. Once you have this credential set up, you can reuse it across dozens of workflows, not just for creating records, but for updating existing ones, searching for specific data, deleting entries, or even listing all records in a table. Each operation is configured the same way. Choose the credential, pick the resource, pick the operation, fill in the fields, If you ever need to change which base or table a node points to, you can update it without rebuilding the connection. A quick tip on organization: name your workflows and nodes descriptively from the start. Something like save contact form to CRM or sync new Stripe customers will save you hours of head scratching later when you have 20 active workflows. Also, if you ever need to revoke or rotate an Airtable token, do it from within Airtable's account settings under API. Then create a new credential in n8n and update any workflows that used the old one. That's rare but good to know. You now have a working Airtable to n8n integration. The next time you find yourself manually copying data from a form, an email, or another app into an Airtable row, you know exactly how to automate that step instead. Save this video, come back to it when you build your next workflow, and you'll be up and running in minutes.